Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is RimWorld. And we are here at our little colony. We've got our good friend Missile. He is our newest recruit. He has joined us here. He is working hard in the gardens. Also, just realized he's wearing the mini turret backpack. Sir, you're gonna have to drop that. Yeah, I don't. He's a melee. This guy is all melee all day. Look at him, melee, double passion. He's already level 6, and he will get better. So I'd prefer him not to do that. Let's see, you know what that means? I'm probably going to need to set up, where is it, in assign? Yeah, I need to probably go in, set an outfit for like soldier, just for our melee people. So all the wear is like, melee appropriate stuff. So I'll worry about that a little bit later on. Right now, he is really our only adult melee person. We do have Hero right over here. He is going to be melee. I've got him set for a passion right now. Of course, he's just only had one growth moment, so he's still pretty young. And as you can see, he is dutifully following Gizmo around, learning various different things. We've got two little babies here, Princess and Shackleford. Princess is our first female child. The others are, well, actually, that's not. Sienna, we kidnapped, though. We didn't give, this is not a natural birth here. In fact, Sienna is a dirt mole. But, she's the only one we've got, and she doesn't know it. She's been brainwashed. But he's 2. Okay, they're virtually the same age, like almost literally born on the same day. Yeah, and they're not natural births either. These are our two first artificial births, in the sense that we did stick them in these growing vats right here, which was really fantastic. It's much better than just implanting the embryos on a female colonist. I think this is probably the way we're going to go from now on. Yeah, I don't see any reason to use a pawn unless I want like more babies than we have growth vats for, but it's like, it's not that big of a deal. All right, we got some pigs to join. Nice. Let's see. I am looking for more animals so that our hero here, who's going to be our animal guy, he needs a lot of practice, but, well, I don't know. Where are we at? Okay, yeah, they're not a zoned animal, so they'll need to be brought in. A little bit unfortunate, but somebody will go out there and grab them. We'll probably just butcher those two animals, though. I doubt we're going to keep pigs around. I'm trying to keep the animal stock pretty low at this point. In fact, we got a guinea pig, too. Randy threw that at me last episode. I think I'll just get rid of that. But we got a duck, 2 chickens. They're all female. We've got ourselves 1 boomaloop. That's just for the chem fuel, obviously. And, of course, we got some cows. Now, I do have a male-female combo because I want to increase. I want at least, like, maybe 4 female cows to supply us with milk. And then we'll get rid of the bull at that point. But animal-wise, we also need some rats because we do venerate the rats here at this colony. They are a holy, holy species, but we don't have any. So I'm kind of waiting for Hero just to get better before I send him out into the wild, and have him just try and randomly recruit rats. So it's a little dangerous out there, especially with our Fog of War mod. All right, there's the pigs. Now I can go ahead and get them butchered. Nice. There we go. Oh, check this out. We've got some tox packs. Emma's moving them now. We're going to start polluting more and more of the environment here. Also, I'm getting transport pods researched at the moment. Awesome. There she goes. Good job, Emma. So, yeah, these are going to burst, obviously, and eventually the goal is to set a nice little line of pollutants anywhere we suspect, like, raiders get dropped off. So I know I've seen some raiders come right at this location-ish. So yeah, we're gonna eventually try and pollute the whole map. But we're just starting in those areas. I think it's a good way to go. Thanks to a commenter gave me that tip. We got some visitors. None of them, they're not willing to trade with me though. So what's the point of their existence? That's what I'd like to know. Anyway, let's see here. We're still really short on marble. In fact, I'm thinking about forcing Gizmo to just do marble because we are super low on it. And it is in high demand, not going to lie. Let's do details, clear. Only problem with that is, of course, she's going to have to go farther and farther to get it, whereas limestone is right here. In fact, let's get that cleared out. So we've got extra space for this room, so I realized that our nursery slash school is way too small. So we're going to get this expanded. And I'll go ahead and put some lights in here. And I think this room's probably important enough now to get its own temperature thing. So I'm going to get rid of that vent. And we'll put one of our temperature control units in here. There we go. So it's a fantastic mod right here. It's a very simple one. All it does is it's called temperature control unit. And it just adds, basically it combines the AC and the heater into one unit. So this will heat in the winter and cool in the summer. Keeps it at one stable temperature, basically. All right, let's get this power connector out of here. Very good. I just realized that's going to screw up my power. I realize now that it's already screwed up, though. Wait a second. I think I put a generator here. That's why there's a gap. Okay, hold on. I got a better idea. Let's get this. I'll move it like this. We'll do subsurface. I'm realizing that's not going to work either. Okay. There we go. Alright, that will work. It's kind of tricky. I probably should move the switch up a little farther, but I like it right there. That'll work. Now, we got some limestone floors to get in, and I'm going to resituate this a little bit. Like I said, basically just expand this room. Okay, it's starting to shape up pretty nicely. As you can see, I've expanded the desks here for work. And we'll probably move some of these around a little bit. We've got extra cribs now. I don't really see us using more than 4 at a time, 4 babies at once, so that's probably good enough. But let's see, and of course I need to get everything painted again. So let's go back there. I'm going with this faded green color. It feels like a very appropriate color for the toxic wasters here. Alright, there we go. We'll get that. It'll take a while actually to get that painted. We don't have a lot of tinctura growing. Just a small patch of it here, but you know, our garden is getting tended to a little bit better. Still struggling, but looks like things are going a little bit more smoothly. So I should probably work towards getting this one up and running too. Let's grab some power. Yeah, it is all planted. It's hard to see, not planted, but it is laid out with soil here. So we could plant it at any point. Just again, it's like labor is really the issue. Having enough people to cover all this stuff. But we're doing okay. We're not running out of food by any means, but we did trade for some of this. Although things are going pretty smoothly. We got stew again, so that's actually a good sign to me that, yeah, our food is up and running pretty well. Oh, boy, check it out. So Sienna's genes have finished regrowing. That means we can put her back in there if we want to. Let's see, what do we got right now? I've got a fast heal and a fireproof. And an aggressive and a UV vulnerable. So, decent little selection. I can still hold 4 more. I don't want to necessarily fill this up in case we see like a trader or somebody who has some good genes. But we're also not really even at that level yet. I haven't really researched the genetic manipulations. There it is, genetic gene processor and stuff. But we will get there. It's just I've been kind of focused on some other things. Although I am, like I said, we're ripping Sienna's genes as much as possible. She's got some interesting ones too. Some non-waster genes, which is why they're so highly valuable to us. But of course you got to be careful, because if you try and do it too much, like if you do it before she's recovered, they say it's fatal. So, yay. Oh, you know what? Speaking of plants training and stuff, I forgot about this. We have a skill trainer, and it's actually for Missile. I was saving it for him. Yeah, because he's got a double passion for it, but he's still kind of low, so I think this will be perfect for him. Let's see what that brings him up to. A 6 to a what? Let's find out. Okay, he's up to a 10. I'm sorry, I was looking at mining, by the way, too. So he went from a 5 to a 10, which is pretty dang good. Pretty good indeed. So that'll help us out a lot, hopefully. I think that's the only skill trainer I had that I was saving. Okay, now this I want to put in the kids' room. Yeah. Let's make this room nice. I like this. It's starting to shape up. It's more organic than my normal colonies. I usually try and plan things out really like strictly, but it's going okay. I wish it was more underground because we are technically undergrounders, but eventually I'm going to get most of this roofed over. So we're just going to treat most of it like it's an indoor space eventually. But that's more towards like once we get get our reliance off the solar and wind, it could switch over to like nuclear. Check this out. We're at an 18, only 2 more grass away from our next psi level. Very cool. It stuff is chugging along. It seems like whenever the kids are grown up, they develop the hero trait, the natural background, because that allows them to come over and help us meditate, obviously, which is pretty huge. Pretty huge. Oh, well, we got nearsighted for a gene here. But I guess it's not the end of the world, I think, because I think we do, as far as I understand, I could be wrong because I haven't messed around with the genes and xenotypes too much, but as far as I understand it, we do want some negative stuff so that we can kind of balance out the good stuff, because I think if you don't balance it out, then their metabolism gets all haywire and stuff, but again, I'll have to play around with it more. You know, I only remember doing it once when the DLC first came out. I set up some xenotypes and stuff, of course, and played around with it. But since then, I've been focused on other aspects of the DLC itself, which is more like the child rearing. One of my favorite parts. I still haven't even touched the vampire stuff. I know it's called something else, the Phage-mancers or whatever, but those are going to be fun too. That's something to look forward to as well, having a whole vampire playthrough. Because as far as I understand it, you can get some pretty cool powers with those guys. They become pretty OP, I think. But, of course, you have to have the reliance on constant flow of blood coming in. Okay, well, there we go. We just got transport pods, finally. I think it's time for some armor, too. So that's going to be very helpful to us. Trying to get some allies and stuff. Where's a good place for these? Probably a little closer to this, our stockpile. Yeah, I can line them up right here, kind of in this little spot. Let's flip them. We'll just start with 2 for now. I don't need to go crazy with them. We don't have tons of chem fuel anyway, so this is good. I think I'm going to extend this floor here. Yeah, earlier, I think in the previous episode, I had set a bunch of limestone flooring over here. I canceled that. I decided not to worry about that section. It wasn't so important. I just wanted to save the limestone in case we needed it. And this is a good example why. Oh my... Did you see that? Social fight. These idiots. Missile. He keeps putting on the turret. I think it's probably because we don't have any backpacks available. That might be the reason. There we go. Let's get him some backpacks up. And that should encourage him. Although we might be out of human leather. Not sure. Anyway, that's not really that important. We've got our production room ready to go. Well, not ready to go, but pretty close. And I'm going to throw some slabs in here. Beautiful. Nice. I should probably move this shelf. Boom. Alright. Not too bad. Now, I do have auto doors researched, but I'm holding off on those because that can really start to drain your components. But there are probably a few key places I should put them, like right here on the freezer. That might be an interesting spot for one. But I am going to just start manually moving all our production facilities over to this location. I think it's about time. You know, the drug lab I might actually leave and put that in the kitchen. Yeah, let's move that one. For whatever reason, I always feel like that's more appropriate in the kitchen. Boom, right there. There we go. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get everything else moved over here. What was the research that we just got? Literally, oh yeah, the drop pods. So once these are up and constructed, we're going to start, probably for the first thing, we'll start sending over some human leather pants. And I'm going to drop them off at the pigs. I'm trying to get the pigs as an ally. Because there are literally four different trading partners here, potentially. So that's the whole reason behind getting the transport pods up and running. But, yep, so let me go ahead and switch over our production room, too. Oh, boy. Well, here comes one of the big downsides of having a infected colony. Look at this. Holy crap. That is a big old infestation right there, but it is outside the boundaries, outside our walls, so that's a positive. I'm not going to be able to see these probably. As soon as they hatch, we'll be able to see them, but I'm just curious what to know exactly how many we got. Hold on. Everybody's staying in the safe zone for now. No coming outside the walls. Yeah, and that includes the mechs, too. Ooh. We got our second lifter ready. That means Emma probably needs to get up the other subcourse going. But anyway, let's watch this real quick. This is massive. Oh my god, if this was inside the base, I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, how do we handle this? Yeah, so anybody who disturbs us is going to be in for a bad, bad time. I'm tempted to leave it, honestly. I mean, we could probably throw some mortar shells at it possibly and just, you know, activate them. And they might even trigger and come down here, you know, and want to get shot up by our people, but I'm not sure. I mean, we could just sit inside the base for a long period of time, not have to go outside. It's not really that important for us. But of course, if we get any traders or anything come in, then they're just going to get probably destroyed. But, you know, who knows? Maybe that'll be fun to watch. So for now, we'll leave it up in case until something happens, basically. Okay, well, we are on a roll with our psychic powers. Hiroshi just got another one. He's at Skip Shield. Generate a spherical skip gate that sends all incoming and outgoing ground level projectiles to some distant place. The process is forceful enough to detonate explosive projectiles. People and items are not affected. That's a pretty cool one. Alright, ready to go with that. We'll have to test that one out. How much... Oh, that's not what I want. I want to see... how much heat that, or wow, that's a lot of heat. Very little psi focus, but tons of heat. Damn. Okay, well, our production room has been emptied out and we've moved it over here. As you can see, everything's looking pretty good. I got to replace this corner. There we go. Yep, I got a few set up benches just for whatever we need it. We get extra people in here and stuff, but it looks pretty small. I had to kind of group it all in the corner so everything gets activated by the tool cabinet, but as we expand, we can probably build another set of tool cabinets in the corner. Not a big deal, but now I have to decide what to do with this. I don't know. All right, well, it is party time. Oh my god, look at that. Party time. Literally, they're in the middle of a party and Hiroshi and Emma get into a fight. I'm pretty sure they're brother and sister. Yeah, they are brother and sister. That's actually not that surprising in that case. Now, are they going to leave the fight to go get... She just tended herself. Actually, I'm glad I noticed that. I need to take her off of self-tending. Oh, crap. I don't have the medical tab installed. That's okay. Oh, that's funny, though. Stupid, stupid social fights. Tell you, they're a volatile group. They really are. But, hey, they're my group, and I love them. So, it's fun, though. Having a nice little party. Where's the rest of the kids at? Sienna's here. Hero's here. Oh, there's Niclope. Okay, everybody's present. That's good to know. Even the two injured folks. Alright. Hiroshi. So, of course, the babies, they're missing out. But, hey, they're sound asleep in their well-temperatured room. Oh, and very importantly, I'm glad I noticed, we've got our first transport pod being set up. And as you can see, I've got just literally tons of stuff going in here. So this is all going to the pigs. And I'm almost ready to launch it up here. So I will show you exactly how much faction influence we get from this. It's going to be a lot, too. Okay, well, I think it was a little bit more than I need here, because we're going up 154 faction points. That might be just enough, actually, to get us... Oh my god, look at this. Princess, Missile Snuff, and Raider all now have muscle parasites. Great. Enemy now neutral. Okay, okay, so it wasn't quite enough. No, still good, though. Went from hostile at 100% to plus 54. Pretty decent. I basically, as you can see, emptied out most of our stuff. I didn't send them the thrombo horns. Maybe we'll have to set up a second pod and get that going. In fact, I will get a second pod going. But we're kind of short on steel, so I've got them working over here trying to get some of that happening. But you know what that means? Now we can set up some trade caravans to head out this way. So that's going to be fantastic. Right now, I don't think it's a huge deal. I think I'd rather send out some folks to maybe go to these ancient complexes, and perhaps the next time we get a genetics lab, we might want to start to think about that. We could easily start mutating animals and stuff. Well, not easily, but we can get moved towards that. I think we will too at some point. I mean, we're going to need something to help us fight because we don't have a whole lot of people here. Of course, we got our mechs going and stuff. And oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I need to force Emma to come over here. Oh, nope, we're missing steel. Ah, well, like I said, everything's bottlenecked around the steel at the moment. So I think as soon as Sienna stops working with the children, she's going to be all over that. So I'm not too worried about it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. We've done some pretty good work here. I appreciate everybody. Hit that like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Leave me some comments down below, and I will see you guys on the next episode.